Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
We are the Imperfect Fighters.
That's right.
We talk about relationships. Sometimes we do some challenges. We have fun here. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, and turn on that bell notification so every time we post a video, you know to hop right on it.
That's right.
And enjoy what you're going to be seeing.
That's right. What are we talking about today?
Today we are discussing parents cutting off the leash on their kids. Like, when is the time, or when you should just kind of let your kid go and spread their wings and be adults?
So that varies from, I guess, child to child, but I guess we'll talk about generally what would be good ideas to, let the child go so he can spread his wings and fly.
Okay, so the most important thing that we kind of agreed on was knowing your child's maturity level. So if you have a kid that takes responsibility, got up and found a job and is working and gets themselves to work, is not constantly asking you, hey mom, I need this, or hey dad, I need this, or can I have some money, or whatever, and they're kind of taking responsibility and being independent, that is pretty much someone that you can kind of let them kind of figure out and navigate life a little bit. Like, as parents, I know that you're always going to want to protect your child. You're always going to want to be there to catch them, which you can, but then we have parents that are kind of like
Overbearing.
Yeah, overbearing. So it's like they're telling their kids, no, you can't work at that place, or no, you can't go there, or no, you can't wear that, or you can't do this.
Grown kids
And
too,
this is
like in
like-
the late teens and stuff. Yeah.
What's late teens?
Like 18.
You mean like 18 and out?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Like
Yeah,
grown.
like college
Yeah,
age. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about like 16-year-olds, stuff like that. Nah, they
No.
still need to be.
Structured.
Yeah.
And I mean, your child, as it's not like, unless you just adopted, your child, but your child growing up. As they're growing up, you know what they can handle and what certain steps, and you should also be able to push them along the way so that when they get to that point, you know that they can handle certain things.
Right, you
So,
prepare them.
yes. So preparation is a good point for the parent.
I don't know what you mean.
Like we just said, prepare them. They need to prepare their child. Preparation, so you know.
Oh, but yeah. Oh, so I mean, if you're confident in what you did, like raising your kid, you mean like
Yes.
Like,
yes,
yeah, if you
yes.
know that you did what you had to do for your child to prepare them to go into adult life or transition into adult life, there should be no reason why you feel like you need to hoover over them or hover over them.
Hoover's a vacuum.
Did I not correct it right when I said it? You stay trying to like.
See, it's a vacuum. You want to hoover.
Okay. Anyways, you do not want to hover over your child, because then you kind of end up, I feel like it's kind of hurting your kid, because then you kind of make them, it's kind of like a normalcy for them to kind of always go to you no matter what's happening. Like, they just can't figure it out on their own. So now it's like they're adults, like real adults, like late 20s going into 30s, and you're still having issues where your kid is still calling you for certain things, where it's like you should at this point be able to do this on your own, but they can't, because their entire lives you've kind of been,
doing everything and
like
carrying
spoon feeding them, so they can't do it.
You have to start from young. It's best, like, you start from younger, like we said, to give them little tasks and responsibility. So when they get to, 15, when those ages that, they can get jobs and they can go out on their own, that you have that trust knowing that they can handle these things, that kind of stuff. So what about the flip side if they are just like, I want to be dependent and you're just overbearing, but you know they can't handle it. How do you deal with that?
That's kind of tricky because I feel like at some point you kind of have to, like, depending on their age, you kind of have to just push them off the ledge and see, like, not drowned, but like, you know how birds, they like put their chicks out and then they force them to try to fly. I feel like that also happens where you might have a kid where you're like, okay, I clearly see that you're not getting this, and again, maybe it's because you are spoon feeding this kid for so long. You might have to just cut it cold turkey and let this kid figure it out so that they can grow on their own, because then how would they learn?
That's true. And to that point, you don't want to, because they also become dependent. It's not good for their relationships later on in life when they get into relationships.
That's true, because then in the relationship, then they're going to be dependent on their significant other to figure everything out. And I expect you to do all these things because my parents have done it for how long, and now I'm with this person and they're not doing what I expect them to do. They're not taking care of me how I want them to take care of me. But then the other person is like, what's wrong with you?
Yes.
Why are you not an adult? I'm not your mother. I'm not your father. I shouldn't be having to do this. So that can definitely hurt their adult relationships.
Well, with my growing up, my mother was the person that took care of all like the, let's say, admin stuff, anything with bills and all that kind of thing. So, so even that philosophy I kind of grew with. So I expected my wife to handle that thing, because I was just always dependent on my mom. She would kind of handle everything for the whole family when it comes to stuff and applying for college and money stuff and all that things. And so that I kind of carried that over into my relationship, and my wife was like, nah, you got to do that. So that's something I had to step up. Not saying I wasn't mature in all the other things, but that was just one of the things that I was dependent on. So
it wasn't that you have to do it, is we need to do it together. Both of us are on the same page. Both of us know what is going on, where it's like, you're not just sitting there and I'm like, okay, this money's here, this money's here, this money's here, and then you're kind of like, oh, why don't we have any money?
That's right.
So I feel like both of us need to be aware of what's going on, especially when it comes to financial stuff.
That's true. Okay, from a parent's point of view, that how would I say it? Like, they're dependent on their child, so they don't want to let their child go because.
Well, I do. I've seen that before, and honestly, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Do you think it's fair? Like, all right, there's plenty of parents that have like, oh, you're not gonna go away to college.
You're gonna stay home.
You need to stay home, and honestly, it's because not because the child is not able to, or financial. It's not those kind of reasons. Just like, I just want to keep you here. So how does that?
I think sometimes that is like a big thing with like most like not only single parents, but like parents where like they're like husband and wife, they're not. How can I put it?
Healthy? Yeah.
Not saying it's not healthy, but it's like, you know how they say like the empty nest syndrome, like sometimes when you like you said, your mom did everything for you guys, where this you were her life, so like she was cleaning up, she was cooking, she was doing this, she was doing that.
So
And now
a
it's kind of
routine.
like, you guys are leaving, what do I do now? So I think sometimes parents get into that mode where it's like, I've been doing this for so long, and now, oh my God, I have to let go of my kid, and like, what am I gonna do when they're gone?
Yes.
So I feel like a lot of parents suffer from that. And then sometimes you also have parents where they are dependent on their kids, where their kids are the ones that are either their babysitter, or they're the ones that run errands for them. Or like, I know a lot of times with parents that don't speak English very well, their kids are the ones who pretty much are running the house.
That's
So
true.
like, now it's like, you're gone, I can't communicate with anybody, you are my communication to the world.
Got you.
And now you're gone.
Got you.
Or now you want to leave, I can't let you leave because then I'm gonna drown.
So you're gonna mess up our flow, our routine.
Exactly.
Like
Which is not fair to the kid.
It's not.
It's not fair to the kid. But sometimes that is the case where parents are dependent on their kids, so they can't cut. They have a hard time cutting that leash, because then what am I gonna do as a parent?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's good. And I mean, there's two sides of it. My dad wanted us out of the house by 13 and to have our own jobs and everything by 13. And to do everything
By 13? Why
by
13?
He
Why was
just-
that the number?
That was him. He had to when he was young. He had his mom died. He had to step up at that young age.
At 13.
I think it was
Oh my
13.
God.
Yeah. So he kind
That's
of
a
like,
lot
no,
for a
you guys.
13-year-old.
you
You're
guys
still
need to step
trying to
up
figure
too.
out why your body feels like this.
Yeah, there's no time for that. You need to step up. You need to get your stuff in order. So,
That's crazy.
you know, each of my siblings, we were different in how, you know, we got mature and different, you know, became independent. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. And, you know, for him, it was like, you guys are behind this.
So how was it for you?
Well, it was a mixture because, it was a little weird because my mom did a lot of stuff, but she also wanted us to be dependent, but she wasn't trying to be independent. Yes, to be independent, and she wanted us to be successful at it. So the way she did it was, here's tools and stuff for you to be good. So like, we were ready from early doing our own laundry and how to cook. Like all three of us
Like
had
what
to.
we do with our
Yeah. So exactly. So they were from early, and then to kind of say, all right, you're dependent with this. Even with financial stuff, she was like, how to save, all these kind of things. At the same time, she still did everything, so we kind of depended on her.
So
for
she
a
was
lot
like,
of it.
she was kind of teaching you, but
Yes.
not letting you
Yes.
do it almost.
I guess we always had in our mind that she would end up doing it.
Oh.
Like, we always had in the back of our mind that mom will take care of it.
Okay.
So it would be a tough situation, and we know that both of our parents will come through for us. So that kind of hindered. Although they kept talking about, you got to be independent, you have to take care of yourself, you have to
They
do that.
still did it.
They still came through.
Okay.
So it's like that crutch. Was
See, that's what
always
it
there.
is. It's like it almost like what's the word? I don't want to say handicapped you.
Yeah,
but-
like a crutch. It's a crutch. Yeah.
So, like for me, my parents, especially my dad, taught me how to be independent. Like, you need to know how to do this. You need, like, everybody used to always say I was the son that he never had, because he would literally have me outside working, like trying to fix bikes. That's why, like, when I'm around the house, I'm trying, like, I like to put things together, because like he would make me do these things. Like, you need to fix this on your own. You need to learn how to do this on your own. You need to learn how to do that on your own. So from when I was younger, I would always try to figure out how to do things by myself. But then once I got like teenage years and I was actually coming into this person that you taught me how to be this my whole life. It was like,
hold
on. You think you grown now. But it's like, I don't think I'm grown. I'm doing exactly what you taught me how to do my entire life. Yeah. And now it's kind of like, no, you think you're grown. You need to go sit down somewhere. And it's like, well, which one? What is it that you want me to do? Do you want me to be mature and independent and figure things out on my own, or do you want me to just sit here and wait for you to do it for me? So that was like definitely like a thing that we had, like a battle that we always used to have, where it's like they felt like I was trying to be grown or disrespectful, and for me it was just like, this is what you have taught me how to do. This is what you wanted me to do this whole time, and now that I'm doing it, it's like you don't want me to do it.
Because it becomes a reality, like, oh, snap.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a reality, like, oh my God, she's becoming an adult, and now she doesn't need me. And I think I think that definitely is like where they needed to learn to, okay, we have to kind of let her figure it out. Like, she is mature enough to do this. Like, everybody, like, all jokes aside, every other adult around me would be like, oh my God, you're so mature, this is amazing, you have a job, you do this, that's great, keep it going. And my parents are like, no, like, you think you're grown. And it's like, I don't think I'm grown, I'm just trying to figure life out.
Yeah, and get it done.
So I feel like they had a hard time cutting the leash too.
And so let's quickly hit on from a point of a person that his parents are overbearing. And so let's quickly hit on from a point of a person that his parents are overbearing. Okay. So let's bring it from a point from a young person that's trying to get that trying to be independent and have that.
I mean, for me, I feel like, honestly, it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle, because you, like I said, for me, I was growing up, I started working at 14 years old. I figured out how to take a bus to get to work and from work, and like, I figured it out. And it was a battle, but I had to keep kind of, in a way, pushing back to let them know, to try to show them that, like, I can handle this, like, I can do this. And eventually, like, they kind of figured, okay, Dina can actually handle these things that she's taking on. So I feel like if it's a teenager or whatever, and you're trying to show your parents, or you want your parents to kind of give you some space, you have to allow them to feel confident in you that you can handle whatever it is you're trying to take on. Yeah. So if you're saying, I can I can move out on my own and I can pay my bills, then do that. Move out on your own, pay your bills on your own, and be responsible. Don't try to say, oh, I want to be on my own, and then your parents have to pay your rent, and you're spending your money on going out or on a car. That one of the therapists that I work with said that her son, who is a doctor, purchased a car that cost them almost $2,000 a month. Cost him almost $2,000 a month. He travels all over the world, but he still lives in her house. Like, this is one of the things. Like, when she said that to me, I was just like, me and the other therapist was like, like, why is he still in your house? No, he has to go. Like, you can't be paying almost $2,000 for a vehicle, and you're traveling everywhere with your little boo, and you're still in my house, and I'm still feeding you, and I'm still paying for you to your shelter. Like, that is something that, like, and then you're arguing with me that you're an adult and I should let you do all these things, and I shouldn't be talking to you a certain way while you in my house, and I'm still paying and doing all these things for you.
That's crazy.
Isn't it? So yeah, if you want your parents to respect you as an adult, act accordingly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean like teenagers to go and start like, I'm an adult and I'm working. No, you still need to be respectful.
Yeah.
Like you still need to respect your parents because they are your parents. You still need to respect your parents. But you can show them I am mature, because maturity go hand in hand with respect.
That's right.
Like you can't be disrespecting your parents and feel like, oh, I'm mature and I'm grown. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to be mature and respectful and show them I can handle this.
Yeah. Tell us what you think. Leave some comments below on, my parents are overbearing, if you have any questions, and
what kind of questions you have on how to approach certain situations with your parents. Comment down below and we can try to answer it at the best of our abilities. Like we said, we're not therapists, we're not professionals, but these are things that we have learned as life went on. So comment down below, subscribe, turn on that bell notification so that you know every time one of our videos go up. We hope you're enjoying what we're giving you. Let us know what you want to see and what you actually don't want to see.
That's right.
And
All right.
thanks.
Peace.
Peace.